Hi, I've been holding back. I'm not sure what I've been holding back, but I've definitely been holding back. And I've been set a challenge of this Leo sees set a challenge trying to get into the body, develop a character, and kind of in that character show off or do something that I wouldn't typically do, or say things that I wouldn't typically do, and then to see how that would impact how I turned up on camera later. So it's kind of interesting. Today I need to do some more experimenting. I've done a little bit of experimenting, but I thought I'm just going to hit record because the first lot of experiments I messed up the sound, so I clearly need the practice. I have things as props and costumey things. I'll tell you why. Books, like, anyway. The background. I was pointing to other people who were doing video channels that were saying that they were experts and stuff like that. And I was kind of going, oh, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. And part of me was wondering, if you know anything about the whole shadow side, and is that secretly something that I want to show up more? And then when we discussed the challenge of having a character and doing videos each day and seeing what happens, I had a little bit of a play, but then I got completely in my head about what will I be saying, what will I be doing, da, 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 da. And the fabulous Anja said to me, stop doing that, you need to be in the body. And that was relevant because some of you know I've got a diagnosis of chronic fatigue and I'm having different therapies and talking to people like that, and they're saying you need to be grounded, you need to be in the body, you need to be breathe, all these things about being in the body. And then she says you need to be in the body and you need to see what happens with the props and the costumes. I have tried already a suit jacket, that's the one where the sound failed, and sort of messing around with the glasses and different things like that. I found that I started doing kind of different voices, which Anja suggests is not such a great thing to do, but she, as I say, I feel like maybe I need to be standing up, but I'm going to film all the different experiments and see how they go. And I think the goal is what comes out, what comes out. Oh, I've just noticed I don't have the big ring light on, so that would improve. We're still reflecting, aren't they? We kind of came up with the idea that Anja was going to do doctor to have that air of authority and expertise that when you give yourself that title, and I was going to do professor. But honestly, I've been so in my head about this. I need to switch off. I need to switch off from talking to you and see what happens. So I feel so awkward. I never did drama and stuff like that. So what kind of professor am I? I'm a little bit of water. Just feel so stupid. This is one of my props. These are one of my glasses. This is a bit more of a different. This is a different kind of professor, isn't it? It's like, yeah. I feel like I need to lean back. I don't know. I'm so self-conscious. This is a prop, drum roll please, that my husband suggested. Anyway, I quite like that. I quite like that one, but I don't know what I would talk about. And you seem to be thinking that it would just, the character would come out. It would really help if I didn't have to mess around with costumes, makeup and stuff like that, if there was a way to get into it by just doing this. What else is there? We don't have to do glasses. I got loads of necklacey things, but I think that's a different thing. And then, oh dear, my iPad out of the way. It's like whether I kind of make it look professory to have books. That was another thing. I have different glasses. What do you think? It's not really about what you think, is it? It's about... Now, these used to be my glasses, so that's different. I can actually see further away with those. And also, I was thinking I could do like a chain with them. All this stuff and nonsense. Why does that look funny? That look like a funny bit on it. Oh! It's because it's on the other side. There's a knot in it. Oh, there's another knot in it. How did I get so many knots in it? I just got it out of the packet. So that's a different kind of professor. What am I feeling? What am I feeling? The other thing was having a whiteboard. This is really clunky and hard. I think I'm going to find it. I like the idea of... Maybe I'll progress to that, but I don't think I'm there yet. I think I'm going to move that one out of the way. That's a no, because it's too clunky and hard and it's heavy. And all I can think about is how heavy and clunky it is. This, I'm going to share this. This is all my Professor character development notes. Totally in my own head. I moved it away. I'm moving pens now. Can you tell how nervous I am? What I want you to know is this is obviously not coming naturally, and you may feel awkward about this. I may never share this. It would help if I didn't need... I've got a shirt here, and I'm wondering, do you think that'll help if I put that on? I think that'll help get into character. Which glasses? Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. Don't know what I'm doing. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm sitting forward. Where's my voice? Okay. This is how I used to be when speaking Spanish, is that my mind would go completely back. Like, what can I say? I went for an interview in Spain and I forgot how to say hello in Spanish. So what... Anja, if you're watching this, this is how hard I'm finding it to be in my own body and see what happens and not in my head. So, drink. Today we're going to talk about nonsense. Oh my goodness, I can't do this. Hold on. I'm going to put the shirt on and I'm going to keep shouting and talking to you so you know that I'm still here. What am I doing? Oh, hang on. If I do the t-shirt... Oh. Awkwardness. I was doing... Beady time. Could I be kind of this kind of professor? This is another one of them. I don't like putting things around my neck. Makes me think I'm being strangled. That's a very different kind of professor. I mean, she might have a pipe. Oh my goodness. Do you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking that YouTube used to be a lot of fun and people would dress up and be silly and then in a funny way that became TikTok, and then it all became so professional and I could feel the headband moving and sliding off my head. I think I've got it in the wrong place. I think this professor, I don't know, is this a professor look? Is this what you would think a professor looks like? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's falling off my head. I'll start again. Oh my goodness, take the glasses off. So I think what it was is that Anja was saying about authority and the professor has authority, and kind of an expert or stuff like that. I think maybe the headband's supposed to be like that. Do I even need it? Oh no, maybe these are the glasses. Round ones. I can't get it round. Do you think I'd be a real person? Can you imagine? Oh my goodness me. Because it's a mirror in there. And then, I don't know. That's not good. I don't know why. I like the pipe. I like the pipe. I think the pipe is a pointy thing, and the pipe makes me smile. But I'm not sure about the headband. I'm not sure about the headband. But anyway, Anja, Professor. I think Anja is German, and she was saying how professor, authority, wearing a suit and different things like that. And I thought, well, that's not how I think of as a professor, but I think what it was is that the word professor is probably used for university teacher more commonly in English language, and certainly when I was in Spain. I was a visiting professor at a university in Spain, and I didn't wear a suit, and most of the others didn't wear suits either. So I think maybe in Germany that term is used differently. But obviously I'm supposed to be finding a character in the suit jacket, but with the sound failing, I felt completely buttoned up and didn't like it. There was another time I tried something else. I think, what did I try? Something else. I tried having a background of a lot of books. I happened to be wearing my pyjamas at the time, but I was just so nervous and so uncomfortable, and I was wondering whether that would help in the setup. Can you tell? I'm dodging it, aren't I? I'm not in character. I'm dodging it. I can feel me dodging it. See this? I was wondering whether just having an ice drink, whether it would look like alcohol, but I don't really feel like I need to do that. Yeah, as I say, it would help. Poof! I have coloured whatever bands. It would help if I didn't need to do. I don't think the necklaces add anything, do they? What do you think? I'm hot and bothered, choosing to do this on the hottest day. I'm not sure. Annie was saying about glasses and playing with glasses. So it might be that I never put them on. So let me talk about YouTube in the earlier days and how it's doing a disservice to all of us because we can't play and figure things out. We have to turn up all these fancy production and everything like that. So yes, what I was saying about YouTube was that I miss the old days. I've been going through looking at all the AI nonsense and saying not interested in this channel, not interested in this channel, not interested, because I am interested, because they make it so sucking you in that you do want to watch different things, but then you just feel tricked into it and manipulated. There's one thing I don't like, is being manipulated. So yeah, so that's what I think about YouTube, and I quite like the idea of the glasses. The glasses, I like the idea of going to put them on and then taking them off straight away. So what else would this professor do? If you are a drama student, you're going to be saying, this is the wrong way to do it. You need to get into character. So what am I going to do? I'm going to experiment. One of the things I thought I might experiment with, because this isn't helping, I'm all of a kerfuddle. I wonder, I've got a handle here. What do I start for? I'm going to move and change this chair and see whether that helps. Oh, I said I keep talking to you. A stool. Because it's... Oh, okay. Well, that changes the posture, doesn't it? That makes me feel a little bit more upright. So, does this work? Don't know whether they feel wonky. I think my ears are wonky. What would I talk about? I think with these... Please go and check out Anya's channel and her doctor. And play. And the whole point of the channel is about self-expression. And I think I've got stuck in a certain mode of self-expression. And that's not good for me. So... Well, I think what's happening is it's keeping me smaller and I feel disconnected from different parts of me. And I thought, you need to do something completely bonkers. I don't have an original thought as the character. I'm kind of me. I'm finding it really hard to step outside of myself. In a funny way, I wish this was alive, because then you could... it'd be terrifying, but then you could suggest different things to me. What would somebody like this get on YouTube and make a video about? Young people today. Young people today. What was I going to do? Young people today. I am so in my head. Are you struggling to hit record? Oh dear me. Are you struggling to hit record? Because hopefully watching me squirm makes you feel a bit better. Are you struggling? Honestly, there's literally nobody in the house right now. Nobody is watching me. Is that the problem? Is that the problem, that I need a mad friend in the room with me to encourage me to try different things? I think that might be the problem. What would a friend say? My friend Ellen from school, what she would say is, this is my nightmare. Even just the idea of public speaking, she comes out in a rash at different things. So she would be a terrible person to have here. Solly, my daughter, would be embarrassed. I'm looking at myself in the camera, feeling like an idiot. I'm going to walk about a bit. Don't mind me. I'll just keep shouting to you, I think. You know how uncomfortable I am. I'm just uncomfortable. I was thinking, what advice would I give to myself for being in my head? Drama. You know what? The thought just then, being in my head, was turn it off. Turn it off. You can't document this process. It's just too embarrassing. I'm supposed to be finding a camera. A camera? I'm supposed to be finding a character. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to edit this bit out, but I'm just going to close my eyes and stop thinking about entertaining you. I was a mature student and I went for an interview at Cambridge, and they looked at me and said, well, they said to the guy standing next to me, you should be aiming for a 2-1. And they looked at me and said, you should be aiming for a 2-2. That's bastards. Anyway, that line of thing makes me want to be a potty mouth, clearly. Not good. Not what I was aiming for. I'm definitely struggling with being in my body, and you may say, stand up. I will experiment with standing up, but I would really like to not be faffing and changing my clothes, but I've got a shirt. Let me see if I can do that. Just changing my shirt. Just buttoning it up. And totally in my head and uncomfortable. Stretching myself, trying to do hard things. That's what I'm doing. So last time we had a little play with, I haven't done my sleeves yet. Typically I roll sleeves up, but I haven't done my sleeves yet, but what's that do? What do I feel like I want to say? I want to talk about the grandness of the world and the importance of speaking up and doing as you're told. That's a contradiction, but I think you'll find if you give it a lot of thought, there's an incredible paradox and value in that. Speak up and do what you should be doing at the same time. Find a way to combine those elements together. And you two can go out into the world and be all that you can be. Climbing the mountains, spreading your voice, changing things, cementing the structure and the foundation beneath your feet. Well, I think we can safely say a different voice has come out at last. I'm doing my best not to look in the camera. Okay. What do we call him? Him? Her? Could be a her. I bought loads of props, so I don't know whatever. That was interesting, because as soon as I sat down with the other one. Okay, out my head. I'm going to stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down. Maybe that's the thing, you've got to shake your body, shake your body. Shaking, 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 shaking my body, shaking my arms, shaking my arms. Okay. The stillness gone. The stillness wheeled away. This makes me want to speak more quietly, because sometimes you have to listen. You have to come a little closer, and then we can have a chit chat. We can talk about how you're doing right now, and we can say whether you need a little bit of help, because everybody needs a little bit of help sometimes. Yeah, so you've come to see me and I'm going to help you. So who'd like to go first? Would you like to tell me what's been the problem? Or should I just have a little bit of a chat and see whether that helps you relax a little bit? What do you think about that? So I'm not sure that the microphone is picking me up, and I don't know where this is going. Okay. Not sure. I think that's a him or a her. Okay. So we've done glasses. The shirt has helped a little bit, hasn't it? Me mess around. Well, maybe it's just the amount of time I've been filming. How long have you filmed? 25 minutes. Okay. Now, I did a different stool. One of the things I was wondering about. I didn't really want to experiment with camera angles. And obviously I can set the camera up differently, but I can do that during the month. I'm just trying to figure out where the character is. I wonder whether... This is funny. Okay, what if it really was this high? So what I've done right now is I could have just messed around with a candle. A candle? Camera. This is what happens sometimes if I'm hot and bothered. I've lifted the table, but it's not just the camera angle. Obviously the camera angle is looking down at me, but it's also that it's a lot higher on me, and it makes me feel more childlike. So let me just see. I'm going to stand up and shake again. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I can feel my body, I can feel my feet, I can feel my feet, and da 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 da. Try and find my bum now. Sit down in this. Oh, very hot. Very hot. I think I'll lean to the side. There's a microphone. I've got to remember the microphone. When you start off in your career, you think everything's going to be great. You think, I'll work hard and then everything will be great. Work hard, great. There'll be no... I nearly said a word that began with a W. This brings out potty mouth. I don't really want to be doing a whole month of potty mouth videos. Let me see whether this goes. You think everything's going to be great, and then you meet some asshole, and they're your boss, and you think, well, I'll move because there can only be one asshole in the world. I'm going to move somewhere else. Everything's going to be all right. That's what I thought. That's what you might think. Not me. Not talking about me. Talking about you. You and your expectations of the world. And finding purpose, meaning, feeling like you've reached your potential and everything that you can do possibly in the world. That's what I was talking about. I didn't like that one. It might be because I'm so anti-alcohol. In my real life, I am anti. So the idea of doing that, and it's kind of, you know what, I can't remember what all the others were, but I can watch it back, can't I? 28 minutes. Okay, now. So that was kind of low. That was a drink. Oh, I wonder whether, should I be playing with this? I did wonder whether, you know when you tie your sleeves up but actually like that, right? I wondered whether that would feel different. There's another lady who's joining our challenge, Mamie, and I think she's up in her head right now. As I'm making this, I think she's up in her head too. Oh, I don't know whether I want it quite that close. Shall I do it close up a bit more like that? I think she's up in her head too. Anya's loving it because you got all the theatre and stuff background. Yeah, okay. Me and Mamie. But this invitation is to everybody. If you want to experiment, we're doing hashtag 30 days of showing off. Showing off as in playing, really. It's quite high, isn't it? I don't know whether this works so much for the high. I feel like now I've changed my shirt, I need to lower it again. I will raise it up again later. But you're thinking, oh my goodness, how could you keep talking so long? Oh, hang on. Bit low, bit low, bit low, bit low. What are we doing? I feel like, okay, that the shirt is helping, I think. Maybe because it's so weird. I don't normally have the shirt like this. So, okay, maybe should we try the other glasses? Slightly different. Like, I feel like I need to talk about everything very using my hands. And what's this person thinking? I'm thinking you're very new to these challenges, and I'd like to explain to you some of the processes that we go through so that this is easier for you and that you have a guide, me, to help you through. I don't think anybody would listen to that video. It's funny what comes out though. Oh, I didn't do shaky shaky. Shaky shaky. Shaky shaky. Shaky 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 shaky. Oh, hang on. No, okay. I'm feeling the need to move my sleeves a little bit. Oh, maybe don't do my... What's happening? This is weird. I'm feeling the need. Maybe this is another character coming out. Find my bum on this stool again.